And how's everyone doing today? My computer is deciding to be an obstinate butt today. Oh. Yeah, my computer is being an obstinate butt today. That's the best way I can describe it. I had to update my drivers yesterday. My graphics drivers. As you can imagine, you never want to have to do that, but sometimes you got to do it. And it has decided to screw with my my ability to use the game. That's the best way I can describe it. If I need to click out of the game for any reason right now, it's pushing me. It's minimizing the game. And because it's a full screen game, that means my computer just kind of derps out and wait. Is anybody in chat? Is anybody in chat? I need to know if anybody's in chat. Even if you're lurking. I can't today. Okay, there's nobody lurking, so nobody to tell me if there's a problem other than me, and I can't tell what you guys are hearing. Fantastic. Oh man, I might actually have to run the game in full screen window, and that just the idea of doing that hurts. This feels disgusting having to do this, but yes. Yes, let's keep that. Will that let me? All right, it appears to be working now. Maybe not perfectly, but definitely not perfectly, because the game audio is still not coming to OBS. There we go. So you did not interact with OBS at all, driver update. Why did you change things? Let me just save just in case something goes purple. All right, game seems still good. Don't ask me how a game can go purple. Knowing my luck, it'll do it all the time to me. Oh, open. All right. The boots glow. Awesome. That's awesome, actually. Those are the tuxedo boots, tuxedo gloves, helmet, and suit. Why are the boots a different... Huh. Weird. Is there a tuxedo welder? There's a proper welder. What am I stuck on? Oh. Alright, let's start working out what we gotta do here. Yeah, no, it's sorry. I am just coming off of work shift, and a little sad because nobody showed up to stream yet, as far as I can tell. Yep, nobody's here yet. But we'll just call the elevator up here. There we go. And we want to go to floor 2. Alright, so last time we got most of this assembler array together. I think we have a little bit on this back corner that's not. This, I think it's just a little bit right here. Just this little bit, as well as feeding it down into the floor. Down or up. Hey, look, it's somebody who wants to be banned. Is a report for body. And a band. Like, I appreciate it when I have people that want to watch me, but I would rather them want to watch me because they enjoy my content, not because they're being paid to be here. If they're being paid to be here, are they really a viewer, or are they an employee? And I don't have employees. Is there anything in the build planner at the moment? Nope. let's get this. Got 4 things left to build before we have the entire, before we have the first assembler array done. Probably should have refrigerated that. That tasted sour and it was supposed to be sweet. All right, well, we know now if I get the squats, you know, get the urge to run for the can later, we know why. Yes, I am shameless. I am not going to deny it. Sorry I wasn't able to be here Tuesday work let me out after I was supposed to start streaming. So I just said, all right, well then I guess I'm not streaming today. It does feel a little weird to not be jetpacking everywhere, but at the same time, it feels good because I shouldn't be jetpacking everywhere. If you get my meaning. It also gives, the fact that the magnets do exist actually gives me incentive to start making things angled so that I can walk down them, all the way instead of having to, turn on my jetpack and reorient. There we go. Here we go. Let's go. And the arm is still getting a little worse. I think it's slowed down for the moment, but I will be keeping an eye on it and keeping you guys appraised. It's still concerning that my arm is slowly disappearing. So we will bring this up to here because this is where our food comes down. I need interior plate for placing these, so let me, do I have any? Yes, I do. I have a few. Not enough, but enough to at least get started on it. One shy. Sorry about that, yawn. It was unusual for me. I think we want this one right here for a minute. We are only going to build 8 of the assemblers for now. We do need to grab some steel plate to build these. Yeah, this steel plate. Actually makes me a little upset that I can't find my steel plate. Which of course means there isn't a significant amount. 25 is enough for 1, maybe 2 blocks of what I want, not enough. So we'll just add 1,000. But this is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna see if those will let me walk down this. Yes, it does. Yes, I can traverse from top up to down without having to jump. Why did I not do that sooner? I do not know. Like I can't help but acknowledge that I have to use the jetpack to reach things around the ceiling and up most walls. But if I'm just traversing the base, I don't need to be needing to use the jetpack. It needs to be an option, not a requirement. Which is why we've got the elevator, which is why I'm going to add things like those slopes, because I want to be able to walk all over the base without requiring freaking jetpacks. If I need jetpacks to walk the whole base, I've done something wrong. But I am a fair bit tired today, I'm not gonna lie. I aim to go for a few hours, for my usual 3 hours, but no guarantee. Really just the kind of day where nobody comes around? Feels kind of sad. And it seems to be the kind of day where no one wants to come around. Did send, yeah, sent. Oh well. Some days are just like this, where nobody comes around. It happens. You know, I just realized I didn't even boot up my Twitch. Let me get that up. Sorry, I am, again, rather tired today. Sorry about that. I'm kind of waiting for materials to finish. There we go. And now that I've got all of them, I want to make as much of that as I can. Legitimately, though, I think that should be something that that we should be aspiring to in any base we build. If you can't traverse it without a jetpack, and it's and that's not a feature, not an intended feature, you failed on your base building. You should be able to traverse your base without needing a jetpack. Is what happens when you get stranded without fuel. Apologize if that opinion comes off a little preachy, but that first time you're stuck at the top of a tower because your jetpack ran out and now your only choice is to die, you know, you'll think differently about it. Especially when you're running a personal challenge of something like hardcore, where you have to reset if you die. Yeah, as soon as you have to reset because your silly self forgot to freaking make sure your jetpack was full. Yeah, you're gonna feel real stupid in that 9-hour world. You know, gonna feel real stupid about that. Guilty of it too. That's why I don't feel bad calling you out. I do it too. No, I should not be this tired, but I am. They're just sometimes dealing with people at work is more exhausting than the actual work. And I think today was one of those days. Because I am feeling it. Why do I need gravity components for an aquarium? That's bizarre. Seriously, holy cow, I am tired. I know I wanted to stream. I know I'm here doing it, but I might call it a day just for tiredness. Holy cow, I did not expect to be this tired. Yeah, I think I just need to call it a day on stream. I don't want to, but I think I need to.
Energy low.
Alright, it is worth noting that if you are building one of those iris doors, it does not let you brain function. I promise I have brain function. It does not default to open, it defaults to closed. Hmm. I don't think yellow is the color for this. There we go. But not that skin. All right. Yeah. I think I'm gonna call today a day right at the 1 hour mark, because it has been an hour and the only person to show up was a bot that wanted to be banned. So yeah, screw it. Let's go ahead and head back to let's go ahead and head back to the ship so that we can call it a day.
Energy low.
Hey Dirk, how you doing? And what just happened? How you doing? I was just about to call it a day because no one had come around. Just feeling kind, I was feeling kind of down. Oh, how did I enter that room? There is an elevator. We built an elevator, over here we have a rotary airlock door, a mod, of course. Got an elevator right here. Take it down to floor 2. This is our assembler array. This is going to be the assembler array that we're going to be using. 8 assemblers, all speed moduled, and it will be we got to get it hooked up to storage, but yeah. Yeah, the floor above is where our refineries are. There's enough room for me to build a second one of these arrays in here. Technically, I could probably stack another layer of the array on here. I most definitely could. To get a 12 in each one, so a full 24 in one room. Yeah, it's full on a tileable freaking tileable assembler array, fully speed module. And at the bottom is a sorter that will pull components down into components and ammo. Let's be accurate. And tools, I suppose. Down into whatever storage, room we build. I even included a sorter so things don't sit in until they get called for by something, which is genuinely necessary. We both know that. Sorry, I am a little itchy from work because work for me entails wearing a pair of knee pads for 7-8 hours at a time. Also, this thing. How far down we took this. Hey, it's all the way to the bottom of the asteroid. Or, that's part of the mod. Anytime you walk into the elevator block, it starts playing elevator music. I can technically stop it, but seeing as how it's a mod and it's a free unpaid mod, because otherwise it would be a DLC, can't really be copyright struck for the music, I'm pretty sure. Besides, it's kind of funny. Oh yeah, it is hilarious having the music there. So I had a realization earlier at the start of stream. When you're magnet locked on, you can walk over edges and stuff. Well, the problem is you can't walk up. Can't walk up. Despite the magnet chute, you can't walk up surfaces like that. So this transition I had over here made it so I couldn't go up that. So I did this. And now I can. Just a little half slope light armor block there. Makes it so I can climb, walk right up it with the magnet shoes. Meaning I don't have to jetpack all over my base. Nobody was here when I said this, but it is becoming a firm belief of mine, if you require your jetpack to traverse your entire base and to go from one end to the other, then it is a bad base design, because if you run out of jetpack fuel, you could be stranded. You need to be able to traverse your whole base even if you don't have jet fuel. That way, if you lose track of it and you run out, you can still get around. Or if for some reason you're playing on a multiplayer server and your opponent, and there's a mod on the server that lets your opponent create fields where the jetpack doesn't work. You want to be, if they come into range with a ship with that field, you want to still be able to use your ship. And you still want to be able to get around your base. Why would you build a base that requires you to have fuel to get around it? That's like that's stupid. Why would I not want to be able to walk around my base without having to zip around, without having to turn on a jetpack? Just feels wrong to not do that, to not have that. Now the real question is, do we build the cargo on the same floor as the refinery, or do we do another floor below the assemblers for the cargo? I am actually really looking forward to that, actually. But what do you think? Do we build the cargos on another floor? Or do we build them on one of the 2 floors we've already built? I mean, I'm hoping you're willing to, to participate in the challenge. Otherwise, I only have one person. But, yeah. I forgot the edge was there. Oh, I forgot the edge was there. That was a little bit of a pucker moment. Ah, is it 50-50? I hear ya. You coming? Oh, right. We took it all the way down. We took it all the way down. That's right. There we go. There it is. We can actually... There are apparently 4 different, elevator musics. We just got to go to the... Christmas lights. Oh, all right. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Well, then I suppose that means I need to do some ask around on the Discord, see if anyone else is up, has the game and is up for the challenge. And I mean, I know I got 1 or 2, but it would be tough with just 2 of us. It would be tough with just 2 of us. It would definitely take longer. I mean, we're getting the server up and running next week for sure. Next week, for sure, I'm getting the server and I'm going to be launching it. The fact that it'll be a dedicated server means you'll be able, means that you, provided it's on all the time, you'll be able to get on anytime and work on it. If there's a time limit to how long it can be on, oh, nice. Yeah, it's such a fun game. If I thought I would actually get him to play more than one time and then him tell me that it gives him a headache to play it, I would try to get my dad interested. He would tell me the controls are too complicated and he doesn't know how anyone can actually do this. I would say clearly the issue's with you because hundreds of people play it. Oh yeah. No, if it was get to Mars as fast as possible, it'd be understandable to make it a challenge, but build a ridiculous large ship, that's a little mean to put to a time limit, especially when it's build it from scratch with the heavy armor blocks. That'd be a little mean. That'd be something you'd put to a team of like 5 or 6, not 2 or 3 people. You know what? I think I forgot to queue up more. I did. I forgot to queue up more steel plates. Well, I mean, I have spent the last week watching Splitsy's Scrapyard Survival, series. Have you seen that Splitsy's Scrapyard Survival series? That first time they try to go to the Arctic to find ice. Holy cow. They got just they got slammed, the whole server did. Like 10 people all got wiped. 10, 12 people just wiped. I mean, what else do you expect when they flew up there? I mean, when they drove up there, and immediately encountered close to 100 ships, all gunning for them, and all they had were light scout troops that didn't have any weapons for the most part. Yeah, so I'm not quite to the second one yet. Doesn't surprise me, only 5 surviving the second time. I know they had the first time they had 1 or 2 ships that had guns, but they just did not have enough firepower. Oh, nice. I'm at like 15 or 16 right now. He just got the train going. I can't wait to see how that train handles. It's an interesting idea, the train is. Could you imagine requiring your base? Could you imagine requiring your base to be that? Planning on your entire base being run off the concept of a rover or a train concept. Honestly, the whole Scrapyard Survival seems kind of fun, but I feel like I don't know enough about the game to be able to do it justice if I played it. Especially with how he's built the crane on his rover. Until I saw him do that, I didn't even know that was a thing you could do. So I would be completely out of my depth playing that without more time in the game. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'll probably watch an episode or 2 after I get off a stream. I've kind of been using them as my wind down while I relax before bed. SnowRunner. Huh. That sounds like it might be an interesting watch sometime. I think I was not meant to be in that spot. Honestly, I'm just a big fan of the fact that there's so many of the mods they use that he made. I'm impressed about how many of the mods he's done. Because that's impressive. I don't know the first thing about programming, so so the ease in which he just he's done it, is impressive to me. Even if a fair number of the quote unquote mods he uses are collections of buildings, for like the scrapyard survival. Sorry, I wear knee pads at work, and the straps, of course, cross behind my knees. And I don't know why, but today they just wanted to make me really itchy. Nothing different about them. They just wanted to be really itchy today. So, I'm a little itchy at the moment. Yes, I have attempted to learn coding on 2-3 separate occasions. And while I understand the theory behind it, anytime I sit down and actually try to do it, my brain just shuts down. I want to learn, I want to get better at it, but every time I sit down and try, my brain just says, error 404 not found. I mean, to be fair, it could be worse. It could be an error 418. It could be it could be a hypertext, it could be a error 418. There's a HTTP. Ooh, yeah. There's an HTTP code, error 418. Do you know what that one is? That is one of the more infamous humor ones. Error 418 is error code I'm a teapot. At least I'm not getting that whenever I try to sit down and program a game. Nice. Like, I think about the most I've ever managed to successfully code is I made a word jumble game one time. And I think that's about the most successful I've ever been in coding. And that was following a learn programming book. So apparently, Error code HTTP error number 418 is the I'm a teapot. If it's a coffee pot, it should be returning error 503. That's funny. Wait, not 503. Yeah, no, it says 503. They eventually made it have multiple levels. Nice. Sorry, my brain is not all here today. What's our power situation look like? It's still good. I mean, that's better programming ability than I have. That's better programming skill than I have right there. Remember, the end goal for this base is to turn this entire asteroid into just an array of shipyards. Not just one shipyard on top, one shipyard on bottom. I want half a dozen or more. And I want to fill the inside of the asteroid with with crew spaces and more manufacturing capability. I kind of like the blue base. Maybe turn the doorway white. Maybe turn the doorway white. What do you think? Doorway white? Or leave it blue? Oh yeah. Oh, there are a couple spots on the top of the asteroid that'll be perfect for building extended docking pylons, I guess you can call them. Yeah, that definitely looks better. Now when you're looking around the room, you see that white. Oh, there's the door. It doesn't blend in. That really is just a monstrosity of an assembly array, isn't it? If I had put that outside, I could have probably got 30 in the room. But that's just excessive even from my eyes. Oh, Dirk, I don't know if you were here last time. One of my arms has started slowly getting more and more invisible. I don't know how long it's going to be until I don't know how long it's going to be until I'm just a head and a pair of hands. And I'm probably going to have to use gloves so you guys can still see my hands. Yeah, it's kind of worrying me. Thankfully, it's just one arm for now. Which kind of concerns me because it means I might... It kind of concerns me that it's only one arm so far. Does this mean I need to get a silver glove like Michael Jackson? I was thinking if I do end up just a head and a pair of hands in gloves, I think I'm going to lean into the Norstein Beckler joke, and I'd be surprised if anyone here got that joke. Yeah, that's kind of niche. I'm guessing you don't know who Norstein Beckler is, do you? Let me see if I can find a picture of him. Let me see if I can find a picture of Norstein Beckler. Let me see how good. I found a PNG of him on the wiki, on a wiki. Let me save the image. And all right, prepare for the flash. That's Norstein Beckler from Chrono Trigger. You encounter him pretty early on in the game in his Tent of Horrors. And he's a reading from the wiki here. Norstein Beckler is some sort of mad scientist turned entertainer. We don't know much about him except that he exists somewhat outside of the reality of the game. Yeah. Yeah, so it would be kind of funny to be Norstein Beckler, wouldn't it? On stream. It would be kind of funny to be Norstein Beckler on stream. Yeah, nah, he in context of Chrono Trigger, you can think of Norstein Beckler as an outside context problem. Because, lore-wise, he's, don't know what the fuck's up with this guy. Yeah, Norstein Beckler is one of those, I don't know what's up with this guy. He just freaks people out. That's kind of his whole thing. his tent of horrors. You know, like maybe I'll get lucky and my body and my torso will reappear, even if my arms don't. But you know, kind of just got to embrace what I'm being given, you know. I honestly, Beckler's kind of... Great, not again. Thought I had gotten rid of all these. God, these are such a pain to get rid of. Just single voxels. Sometimes you can get a freaking... Sometimes you can mine them. Sometimes you can't. These are annoying. Sometimes they'll even disappear on their own, but that one seems persistent. The game Norstein Beckler is in is actually pretty fun. If you've never played Chrono Trigger, you should try it. It's a phenomenal RPG that... Yeah, those are the, oh look, there's this little tiny dot that's gonna stop your entire ship. God, I hate that. What's worse is I don't think that was there last stream. I don't think that was there last stream. I think that, I think it's a ghost voxel. Not only is it a pain in my butt, but it's not really there. I mean, we don't know enough about Space Engineers 2 to say they're not going to do that in the second one. That would be awesome if they did that in the second one. God, that would be absolutely murder on low to mid-end PCs, though. Keeping track of a couple hundred asteroids every time you come into range of where another is, you know, it's got to freaking load it into memory and now keep track of it, which is probably the exact reason why it wasn't done in the original Space Engineers. Because of how much load it would be to keep track of them all. That'd be a lot of load on your PC. If they were going to implement that, I could see that being an option for dedicated servers. I could see that being an option for dedicated servers. You know, Well, I mean, consider this. You know, consider this. They've already said that Space Engineers 2 will have proper water and water physics. So it was a limitation of the engine at the time when they first made it. And they just rolled with it because it made ice more accessible, functioning that way. I mean, yeah. I mean, that does happen sometimes, where a lack of knowledge presents a limitation that you end up forcing yourself to work around and improving upon in the next product. Getting upset about it's like being a politician. You're getting angry at something you don't really have control over. Like in the case of the game, yeah, you can run mods, but those mods aren't the same, are not the same thing as something the developer made. The politician argument kind of falls apart. Honestly, that's more just me just finding politics to be extremely distasteful, even on a good day. The best kind of politics are the ones that leave me out of it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there is exactly one controversial thing that I would like to see in Space Engineers modding. One thing I would like to see controversial in Space Engineers modding, and it's only controversial. Yeah. It's true. If I require using a jetpack to get to the second or third floor of a base, if I'm out of jet fuel, that makes those floors inaccessible. If I don't have any sort of ramp, stairs, ladders, it just makes them inaccessible, which is bad design. The only time that's good design is if it's an area of the base and not intended to go to very often. To be fair, I'm using a jetpack to get around the base because I'm working on upper walls and ceilings, and in 0G it's sometimes hard reconnect to the floor. So while I want to, and while I'm trying to design the base so that I can walk, if I'm in a hurry, I'm going to jetpack. Dang, that's just true even down on planet. If I'm in a hurry, I'm going to jetpack. Also, did I accidentally... Is it just me, or do those look a little red? Let's put it this way. I am saying that you should design your base for, so that you can get around without a jetpack. That does not mean you need to only get around with a jetpack. I may need to check up with the paint gun, see if I accidentally painted them. Stated that you should make sure your base is capable of being gotten around without a jetpack. That does not mean you need to all the time. Just that in the event of an emergency, you should be able to. I had a little bit of issues at the start of stream because I updated my drivers yesterday since I wasn't going to be on stream, and it decided it wanted to kind of blarg part of my settings. Yeah, it when I got on stream today, it didn't want to play any of the game audio, and it wanted to minimize the game window every single time I had to change to something else. Like, oh, I need to switch from my start screen on OBS to the gaming stream panel. Minimize the game. Oh, that's so annoying when programs do that. When programs do that. The usual solution is running a full screen windowed, but some games, when you run them in full screen windowed, insist on actually having a frame around them, and that is annoying. So I generally don't like to. And regular full screen had been running fine here until the update. Till I ran the driver update. A little irritating. Came out here for something. More steel plate. And to get more queued up. No, I don't want a reactor component. Why would I want a reactor component right now? Why do I need gravity components for an aquarium? I don't get that. I don't get why I need a freaking gravity component for an aquarium. Is it to keep the water from floating around? That kind of makes sense, but at the same time, that seems ridiculous. Yeah, no, everything seems red. For some reason. The bubbles. That right there is another reason why you don't want to be forced to use jetpacks. There's a chocobo outside. I was wondering when somebody was going to do that. Or I should say, hoping for somebody to do that. I clipped through because I was jetpacked. Wonder if it's about to crush me. Yep. Not gonna lie, I kind of did that on purpose. I was trapped without breaking my elevator. So it is worth noting if you ever decide to use this mod, it is worth noting if you ever decide to use this mod, the elevator mod I'm using. Get on and off it as frequently as possible on foot, not on jetpack. For your own safety. It is just me and you, I believe. Yeah, it's just me and you. Like I said, when you first got here, I was just about to quit streaming for the day because nobody had shown up. I mean, Sound Alerts is here, but nobody else is showing up in the list. I think it's counting me and you in the viewer count. It does do things like that. But yeah, I'm going to incorporate at least one of these at least one of these arrays into the challenge ship. Could you imagine one of these pumping out ammo during a fight? That thing, as long as you've got materials, that thing will pump out ammo faster than faster than it can be used up. You know? That is 8 assemblers. That is eight assemblers with 4 speed modules on each one. You know? You are not outpacing, that for single item production. Oh yeah. The event, I'll be honest, one of those drone fighter hangars one of those drone fighter hangars that are going to be on that ship is going to be one of the drone fighters on that ship is going to be one that's entire intention is to repeatedly print out the same ship and launch it over and over and over again with a warhead on each one. And I don't mean missiles. Missiles are a separate thing altogether. These are going to be straight up fighters. They'll have a Gatling gun to fire, and when the ammo runs out, I want to have the freaking AI set up so they decides to freaking ram. Swarm fighters with a bomb on them. I mean, what, on the base here? I probably will build a massive printing repair array at some point. But I don't have ships to print out currently. Any ship I currently build is a custom, is a literal design I'm coming up with on the spot. There's no point in me building up a printing repairing array yet. I don't have any designs saved to do that to. I don't want one for that. That thing is entirely a kludge intended to get me into space. That's not intended to be a long. Oh yeah, I mean for the ship, yes. We build one for the challenge ship. This is the closest I've got to one that I'd want to save. Right here. This is the closest I've got to one I'd want to save. And I don't want to save it, I don't think. Or if I do, it's going to be after I add a pair of Gatlings to it to make it more useful. To make it, to give it something other than a railgun to fire. And for that, I would probably redesign the internal conveyor to have a pair of Gatlings like right there. Yes, but that would require subgrids, and subgrids work horribly with AI blocks. They can work, but they tend to shit themselves. So, not sure I'd want to do that on something that I need to be reliable. Now, if it's for my personal use, that's different. But as a drone fighter, no subgridding. Just for my own sanity. I do need to go use the can though, so let me get back in the ship so and I'll be back in just a minute. Oh God, sorry about that. How you doing, Spacey? Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had a little restroom emergency. Had to dart off. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's not all fun and games sometimes, you know. But yeah, I think I am gonna call it here though for the day though. Sorry you came into the stream just to find out that I'm calling it a day. I'm a little tired. I apologize. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hopefully that'll be tonight. I mean tomorrow. But who knows? Catch you guys next time. Peace.